Je m'en calisse. It doesn't get any more Quebecois than this. The dilemma of being born and raised in a place that you love so much but that you know you've outgrown is something that is so inexplicable. I was born in Montreal back in 1997. I've been raised here pretty much my entire life. And for a long time, I've known that Quebec is not necessarily the place for me. The health system right now, due to the new laws that just took place with the doctors, are absolute crap. And it's only a matter of time before it starts affecting nurses. I've left and returned and left and returned. And as much as I wish Montreal would be a city for me, and as much as I love it, it just hasn't really worked out for me. And so I'm making the final decision to leave for good. I don't think I'm going to be coming back to Montreal anytime soon. So I want to spend the last few days that I have here in Montreal with you guys before I officially go back in Vancouver and talk about how I gathered the courage to officially leave and the steps that you have to take as a nurse if you want to relocate specifically to Vancouver. So let's go spend the day together. So the name of the restaurant I'm going to is called Sambrosa. I just came from Jacopo. That's one of the nice spots that I like to hang out in, but their menu just closed. So I'm about to go to Sambrosa instead. That is authentic Mexican cuisine, and I love Mexican, so let's go.
Oh, good. Okay, let me know.
Passion fruit mango, honey, lemon, tahini. So if you're thinking of relocating from Montreal, what I personally suggest for you to do is start off with travel nursing. Travel nursing is a great way to go explore different places and see how you feel in those areas. You do not have to take long contracts. Some contracts can be as short as 2 weeks, although the most common will be 3 months and more, but you can easily still find 1 month contracts. And this gives you the opportunity to go somewhere else and kind of explore, see how you feel in that area and see if that's somewhere that you see yourself living in. A lot of people are under the impression that in order to get licensed in another province, you have to write some type of licensure exam. But once you are already licensed in any Canadian province, you do not need to rewrite an exam. You just have to go on the board site and start an application. Usually there will be an application for nurses already licensed in Canada. You'll click on that one, and they're just going to ask you for standard documents like your license number, your IDs, and things like that, so they can identify you and make sure that you're actually a nurse. Je m'en calisse. It doesn't get any more Quebecois than this. Poisson matcha. By the way, this croissant that I'm about to eat is from La Cave à Manger in Montreal, if ever you're here. Let's break this open. Pistachio croissant, you can see the pistachio there, and then you've got it's so good. It's so good, and it's not too sweet. I love a dessert that satisfies my sweet tooth without being too sweet. That is worth trying. Alright guys, so it is the next day. Excuse the noise in the background, that is just the bathroom fan. But I wanted to talk about finding agencies or finding work before officially moving to Vancouver. One of the questions that I get a lot is, how do you find travel agencies? How do you know which agencies are good? How do you know which ones are not good? And it's pretty simple. The way you would find a travel nursing job is pretty much the same way you would find any other job, whether that be on Indeed or Workopolis, Trabajo, or any employment or hiring sites like that. You just type in nursing or travel nursing jobs in so and so area, depending on the area that you want to get a travel nursing contract at, and then you would see all of them pop up on Indeed, and then you can apply from there. There's no real way to know whether or not an agency is good unless you've actually worked with them, or you know maybe other nurses who have worked with them. You can maybe go online and see if you can find like Reddit posts from nurses who may have worked with that agency and kind of take it from there. The thing with agency work is it's kind of trial and error. Sometimes, you know, other nurses may say they had amazing experiences with a certain agency. You may not necessarily have that same experience. This is why I always say to go start with short contracts that are a month, because usually most nurses can kind of put up for a month, and then you can decide from there whether or not you want to extend or return. But that is pretty much how you would go about looking for an agency. If you want, I do have an ebook which you can click on down below. It's my Beacons link, and you will see a bunch of different little ebooks that I offer, and I believe it's $10. It has about 20 different agencies that you can look into that I have either worked at or that nurses I know have worked at that are reputable and good. But if not, like I said, you can just use regular hiring sites like any other job that's not agency.
Actually,
So we're taking my dad out for supper. We're having a little daddy-daughter situation.
it's girls.
Let's see the fit.
+1.
Let's see the let's see the outfits. Yes, unwrap. Ooh, in the red.
Get the cute little bag.
Mm-hmm.
Very casual for tonight since it's
I'm not wearing anything special. We have the boots and this bag that I literally wear every day with my little scarf to match. Hi, boo boo. He's the sexiest boy.
my mommy.
Made my mom some breakfast, although she replaced the toast for this huge piece of avocado that she brought from Grenada, which is where she's from. This is what a real avocado looks like. Look at the sides of this thing. She literally only took a piece of it. Hello, it is the next day. I just went to Pure Later to pick up a PR package that was sent to me, and I just pulled up to Euphoria. They have some of the best desserts I've ever tasted, especially the trompe-l'oeils. I know that you guys have seen the trompe-l'oeils online. Anyway, my sister said she's craving pho, and so am I, so I'm gonna go get some pho. I know there's great pho in Vancouver, but this particular pho spot is my favorite pho spot of all time. I feel like I've just been eating all week, but yeah, that's one of the things Montreal is super known for. Our food scene is absolutely insane. We have all types of food over here, and I know there's a lot of things that I'm gonna miss. I wish I got the chance to have Haitian food. I did not get to, but my roommate, who is also my good friend that I'm gonna be staying with in Vancouver, is Haitian, so I'm gonna be forcing her to make me some Haitian food. Love sparkling water. It's so pretty. It's really hard to explain what this tastes like. It's like a cream and I think the outside is like chocolate. It's really not sweet, like it's not too sweet again. The crunch is amazing. Like, I don't know. I'm a mango fanatic, but this strawberry right here is not what I expected. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's so good. But I'm gonna put it away because I've been eating out enough. Okay, ignore my dirty headband. It's dirty with makeup, but one of the questions that I get really often about travel nursing, especially from nurses who are from Quebec like me, is whether or not you need to know how to speak English or be 100% fluent in English in order to be able to work outside of Quebec. And yeah, the answer to that is yes. Even though French is technically the second official language in Canada, chances are most of your coworkers are going to be English. Documentation is going to be done in English. Most of your patients are going to be English. And there's no way you could possibly keep your patients safe if you're not able to communicate with the rest of the staff, or if you're not able to understand what's being documented about your patients. So some things that you can start doing is maybe looking for a tutor, start watching some English TV, look into downloading some language learning apps. I know a lot of people swear by Duolingo. I myself use Duolingo at a point to practice my Spanish, and even though I fell off, I must say that it was an app that I genuinely enjoyed using. Language learning on there, even at an advanced level, can be a little bit amateur. So if you're really trying to perfect your English, that's not what I would use long term. That's really just to start getting the basics down. So that's pretty much it for my day. I had some of my dessert. I had some of my pho. Tomorrow is officially the big day. It is the day we are leaving. I do have a doctor's appointment and I still have not packed. I literally need to repack my suitcase, so I have to get up super early to pack that suitcase, get to the doctor, and then pretty much right after the doctor, I'm going to have to speed down to the airport. But anyway, let me go watch a few episodes of my show, get some rest, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is official. I'm about to board my flight to Vancouver. I've moved to Vancouver before, like I told you guys. I've been in Vancouver. I'm not new to it, but something about this move feels so official. I think it's because I know I'm not going back to Montreal. Not saying I'm not going to move from Vancouver, but wherever I move to, it's not going to be Montreal. And that makes me a little nervous, but I'm also excited for a new start. So much luck lately. I'm always the first day. So we finally made it to Vancouver, and I just wanted to come to give you guys my last few words. Of course, when you're moving, some of the things that you want to consider is of course the cost of living, but you also want to make sure that you are considering things like school, safety, if you're a woman traveling by yourself, or if you have a family, and things like that. So there are different things that you have to think about and take into consideration before officially deciding to relocate to a place. But for those of you who are wanting to test the waters with travel nursing, go for it. Do not limit yourself to what you know. Do not limit yourself to the place that you were born and raised in, the place that you are comfortable in. You never know what it is that's waiting out there for you. And you never know, you really might just discover a place that you absolutely love. So take the leap, take the jump, try it out. If it doesn't work out, worst case scenario, you can always go back home. But try it out. You have nothing to lose by trying. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.